I don't even know, dude. Let's see if this all works. I feel like a brand new kid in the house.
For me was thinking about like a quality of something. So if something's world class, then it has like a quality that can be seen from anybody on the globe, right? Like when you see somebody at the Olympics, for example, that's like a world class athlete, right? Because that's
right out the gate. Right out the gate, lots of testing, don't matter. Right out the gate, where is my audio? Where is my audio? My goodness, I can't even believe this. What about that one right there? No, that ain't gonna do it.
for me was thinking about like a quality of something. So if something's world class, then it has like a quality that can be seen from anybody on the globe,
there it is,
right?
there it is,
Like
there
when
it
you
is.
see somebody at the
Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. You guys are like, he's been gone for 3 weeks. I'm sure he has figured out his tech. I've had people in here and I have figured out my tech. It's just, I'm not practiced.
For me was thinking about like a quality of something. So if something's world class, then it has like a quality that can be seen from anybody on the globe, right? Like when you see somebody at the Olympics, for example.
The Raiders are definitely not world class. They are the opposite of world class.
Dude, I thought this was your team. What's going on?
They're my team.
So I'm here with my friend April here on UK campus.
Wait, you're here with Jocelyn. I just stopped you in the middle of the hallway. I'm so sorry. How's your day going?
I am getting a crazy echo, and I know you are too. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Monday, September 4th, 2023. And what's crazy is I thought I was completely prepped and ready for an incredible show for you today, but I am getting a major echo. It's always on the side where I'm trying to feed over to Clubhouse. I'm getting a major echo over there, and I know you are too. And that's going to be disruptive in today's episode of Hashtag Rise and Grind. So I might have Mary Lynn Wilkin or one of the crew, even after all these weeks, have to stream the show in for us. But with that said, are we live? We are live over on Facebook. I see Scott Simons. Scott, it's like day one all over again. What's up, Don Sankey? If you guys would do me a favor, since we have a new Facebook page here, if you would do me a favor and just go ahead and tag some people, tag some folks that you know like to watch the show. Obviously, we haven't been here in a little while, so if you could tag some folks, let them know that we are live right here with Hashtag Rise and Grind. I would greatly appreciate it. That would be amazing. Also, I do want to let you know that our intentions. What's up, Heather Parody? I'm already having tech issues, by the way. I'm already having tech issues. It's when I play a video clip, I'm getting an echo, but I'll figure that out. Our intention with this show, there's a couple things I need to know. So first of all, we're going to stay tight with this show. All right. We're going to stay tight. We're going to start on time and we're going to end on time. All right. Now, I know that's saying a lot for those of you that have watched my show before. That's been a challenge. But I do know and understand at this point that there's a lot of folks that it's really, really important that we start on time. And see, I'm not necessarily that way. It's not necessarily my personality type. Like, I'm the guy that's rarely, I should say never early, rarely late, on time. Like in real life. If I've got a meeting, I'm not going to show up early for the meeting. If I got a Zoom call, a podcast or whatever, you will not catch me showing up early. I will be right on time. And every once in a while, I'm a little late. That's just me. That's just my style, right? But I do understand with a world-class morning show, It is incredibly important that we start on time. So first things first, just want to let you know we're going to start at 5:30 a.m. All right. So start on time, end on time. This morning, I've been off for almost a month. And this morning, not off of work, but off of this show. And this morning, I got to tell you, like, I shouldn't even say this morning. Last night, the most exciting thing for me last night was a 3:20, like setting my alarm for 3:20 a.m. I got super excited. I'm like, yes, I have not set my alarm for 3:20 a.m. for a while. I haven't shaved in a while either. If you notice all of these hairs right here. So 3:20 a.m. wake up today, no snooze button, no phone first thing in the morning, gratitude and goals. And then we write the show, right? And at 4:30 a.m., leave the house. 4:40 a.m., I'm here in the studio, build the show, prep for the show. There's last minute like bathroom break that you got to take. Last minute bathroom break that you got to take before you do every show. And then 5:30 a.m., we will start live. So that is the schedule so that you will know going forward what to expect with this show. Now, I do want to say thank you to those of you that have been longtime watchers of hashtag Rise and Grind. I do want to say thank you for allowing me and my co-host Heather Parody some space to really dive in and figure out how we can best serve with this show and what this show should look like. My friend Ramon Ray, he said, Glenn, enjoy your time. Just make sure when you come back, just make sure it's different. And that it will be. I promise. You see, it's been about a month since we've done a show, but for a brief history, if you're new to hashtag Rise and Grind, we go live Monday through Friday at 5:30 a.m. And we started this show in January of 2018. January of 2018, we started the show. And less than a year later, we had the first hashtag Rise and Grind event. It was a live in-person event. Since then, we've done 1,000 episodes of the show, 1,000 episodes of hashtag Rise and Grind. I took a little break at 1,000 episodes because I'm the type of person where I'm like, all right, we did 1,000. That's a big accomplishment. If we're going to keep going, we have to commit to going to 2,500, right? Because another 1,000 wouldn't be enough. And I wasn't sure if I was ready to make that commitment or not. I took a little break. Then we tried some different styles after that break. We had Lolita Walker and Ramon Ray and Sarah McCord, Brad, a couple other people. We came together and kind of created a little show that way, which was fun. And then fast forward, we've now done 1,200, and I'm not sure. I have to double check with Heather because she's more organized than me. But I think 1,254 episodes is what we're looking at. And the last few weeks, we decided to shut it down. Like, just turn it off for a little bit and really look at it. Because what I realized is in multiple places in my life, not just with the show, I've been the type of person that builds the plane while flying it. Like, that's been my strategy for a very long time. Just build the plane while you're flying it. And I've had a lot of success doing that. A lot of success. But what I've realized as of recently is every once in a while, you got to land the plane, dude. You got to land the plane. You got to tighten some screws. You got to tighten some bolts. You got to check the oil. Make sure everything's running smooth. Because just because it's running doesn't mean it's running like tip-top shape, right? Doesn't mean it's running at peak performance. Doesn't mean it's running at a world-class level. And world class is what we want. World class is the expectation. Why is that? I don't know. We'll go into that here a little bit more later. But every once in a while, you got to land the plane. And so we landed the plane. We're back now. We're back. You can count on us live Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m. Make sure that you're following the new page, Rise and Grind Live, and the new Facebook page. That is where we are live. So if you're listening on the podcast or if you're watching on YouTube, the new Rise and Grind Live Facebook page is where we are actually syndicating from. Okay. Fresh start. New co-host, my co-host, Heather Parody. She'll be a part of every single episode of hashtag Rise and Grind. She's amazing. All right. Absolutely amazing. And today is day one. Now, Scott Simons, I know you remember the first day one back in January, and some of you that are here were here for that very first episode of Rise and Grind, but I'm looking at this as day one. Day one of the new Rise and Grind Live. Day one, and mistakes will be made. Day one, and community will be built. Day one, and going forward, lives will be transformed. How do I know this? Well, because for the last 4.5, 5 years, so many things have happened with hashtag Rise and Grind, and it all started with day one. So today's day one, and I'm super, super, super excited. And so with that said, here's the new, I got to figure this out real quick. Okay, hold on. Output. No, okay. Window, okay, audio mixer, yes. I want that to go out to the roadcaster. Got that. But then, if I do that, then I get that echo. And that echo is going to stop when I play a video. So now, if I pull that down, oh, does that work? Does that, let me see. Let me try this. Good morning. Yeah, that doesn't work. Welcome to. That doesn't work because then you guys don't get the feed. I got to turn that back up. Maybe. Oh, what if I do that? Nope. Nope. That moves it. Dang. Can't see. I'm cracking up. This is like a nightmare, especially after all the focus. Michael's really set this up. I know. You can hear the. I can hear the echo, and I know exactly where it's coming from, but I don't know how to kill it and send audio to. And send the audio over to, see, I can kill it like that. I can kill the echo, but then only my voice will go over to Clubhouse and not the rest of it will not go over to Clubhouse. So, Marilyn Wilkin, I'm sure you're on the feed. If you want to stream it in to Clubhouse, and then that way I can play the intro and you guys don't have all that feedback, that would be greatly appreciated. So, do it. Go ahead and mute me. There you go. She's good. Thank you. All right, let's keep going. Nice. I still love it. Good morning and welcome to Rise and Grind Live. Unlock your full potential with the power of daily motivation, education, inspiration with your host, Glenn Lundy, a husband to one, father to 8, global motivational speaker, and the author of The Morning 5.
I'm Heather Parody, former therapist turned online entrepreneur and wannabe comedian.
Celebrity interviews, transformational information, and a massive community around the #1 morning show in the world. It's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind. Okay, good. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Oh, that was a lot over there on the beginning. That was a lot. All right, so check it out. There's a little timer. I'm going to put it up here. See that little timer? You can see it on your screen if you're watching on the thing. And all this new fun stuff. There we go. Okay, so good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Monday, September 4th, 2023. That's right. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Monday, September 4th, 2023. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. All right, now today's a special day, a memorable day, and you might be going, okay, well, there's a little timer up there on the screen. What's the timer all about? And I'm going to explain that here in a minute. But today's a special day. It's a memorable day. It's the beginning of the new Rise and Grind live show, and it is also the 12-year anniversary of me and my beautiful bride, Miss Leslie Lundy. 12 years, her and I have been married. 14 years, her and I have been together. 7 babies that we've had together. She has been pregnant or nursing all but 8 months of the last 14 years that we've been together. This woman right here is a straight up G, dude. She is a G. And her and I have spent a lot of time together the last month or so, with me being off on the show. And I'm always amazed at how she sees the world through a completely different lens than I do, right? Like we all do. We all see the world in these completely different lenses. And it's amazing that when we expand those lenses or tap into other lenses, it creates these new perspectives, right? For example, I've been marathon training. Yesterday, I ran 19 miles, which broke me, dude. Like, for real. It was, ugh. But running a marathon has shifted my perspective on, or I shouldn't say running, training to run a marathon has shifted my perspective on like everything. And it has unlocked a crazy piece of me to where normally I'm not the well prepared, well strategic, like way ahead, like I'm the build the plane while it's flying kind of guy. But dude, in the last 4 weeks, I've literally mapped out the next 4.5 years. I'm like, oh, if we start now, 4.5 years from now, this is where we'll be. It's marathon training shifted my perspective, right? Doing this show, Rise and Grind Live, every single morning, 5:30 a.m. It has shifted my perspective. Waking up at 3:20 in the morning is something that I'm excited about. Whereas before I thought it was something that was miserable. My business, the 800% Club, as I've started to look at it through a different lens, I'm starting to see incredible opportunity to truly serve millions of people all across the United States and Canada. Things that I didn't see before. Before I thought it was just a training and consulting deal. Now I'm realizing the impact that it can make. When it comes to my personal brand, we're shifting the perspective on what that's all about, what that looks like. And you'll start to see, we have not made a post on social media in almost a month, but you're not going to be able to get away from us starting today. You have my word. Like, this is what we're doing. We're shifting the perspective, lifting up the rocks, looking underneath, and asking questions that we've never asked before. And through that, I've discovered that everything I thought to be true should be questioned. Like, for real. I know that sounds crazy, but I want you to, here's the definition of the word truth. When you define the word truth, it says the quality of state or being true, right? That which is true or in accordance with fact or reality. Well, I've got a quote for you here. You feel free to quote me on this one. I no longer trust anything I think I know. I no longer trust anything I think I know. And instead am seeking truth only through experience, so that we can build something that we truly believe is world class. Take that first thing in the morning. For those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where we're going to do some dancing. And the object in motion tends to stay in motion, and the object at rest tends to stay at rest. All right, so I need to get that object in motion. This is also the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right, I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. And lastly, and most importantly, this is the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. And I'll say what's up back. Good morning, Valerie Oakley. How you doing, Babs Alexander? What's up, Russell Hill? Jackie Underwood's in the building. Renee Hayes, great to see you. Gloria Bond, glad you're here. Pastor Jeff Moffitt is in the building. Gail Beecraft, Russell Hill, Don Sankey up in here as well. Lane Simmons is in the building. Felicia Shakespeare, thanks for being here. I see all these folks over here on Clubhouse. I see Mary Lynn's in the building. Dora Maria is up in here as well. I think I already said hi to her. How you doing, Felicia? What's up, Tosh? What's up, the Queen, Renee Noor? I see Izu is in the building. A day, and my guy, TM, my guy. What's up, my guy, in the building. Angeline, Stars, Tina, Dr. Jeannie, Marvin, Monica, Jackie, Kate, Megan, Matt, GPT. What's up, Fiona? How you doing, Maria? What's up, Andy and Melvin, Glendina? I see Mary Kim. I see Michael Barrick is in the building. Bella Rigby, Melvin Rodriguez. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys so stinking much. Listen, make sure you're following the Rising Grind Live Facebook page. There's going to be a lot of content popping off on that page. We're re-looking at this whole thing, and it's going to be awesome. I want to be a part of it. So make sure you follow the show over there. Don't miss it. Don't miss out. It's going to be incredible. On that note, we're going into a series this week called World Class. And what does that really mean? What does that look like from different views and different perspectives? And with help from my friend Heather Parody, we're going to be able to dive right into that today. Let's do it.
So I'm here with my friend April here on UK campus.
Wait, you're here with Jocelyn. I just stopped you in the middle of the hallway. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
How's your day going, first of all?
So good so far.
Where are you on your way to? I just interrupted you.
Work.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the wonderful and amazing Valeria. You just got done working out, right? Just got done with a workout on a Friday in the summer, by the way, while school's out.
Hey, y'all. I just literally stopped Lane from walking down. It looks like you were a man on a mission going somewhere, and I just freaking interrupted you. Where were you heading?
I'm heading to the camera store to pick up some film I just had developed for my camera.
Okay, cool. Are you a photographer?
Just for fun, just for my, not professional or anything.
And we're talking about what it means to be world class, April. What would you say it means to be world class?
Well, to me, it means like people from all over the world like coming. Yeah. And I'm from Mexico City, so I really like the environment here. There's a lot of people coming from all around the world. I'm about to start this semester, so I'm really happy and excited to meet a lot of people from everywhere.
Oh, nice. So what made you choose this university? Like, would you consider UK a world-class university?
I would, yeah. It's definitely a huge college that has a bunch of different things. I'm in the design building right now, and they didn't have any architecture or anything wherever I was. So there's a lot of options here that I really like.
Very cool.
So when you think about just being the very best at something, what pops up in your mind when we told you that?
When I be the best person, becoming the best person.
World-class person. I wasn't even ready for that. What would make somebody a world-class person?
Do what you love.
Tell me more.
You do what you love of what makes you happy.
What comes up for you when you hear those words world class?
For me, it's to be as disciplined as you can be the best version of yourself, and like that, trying to strive to be the best at what you do, yeah.
So talk to me about the disciplines. What kind of disciplines do you have in your life to help you strive to be the best?
Working out is one of them.
Yeah.
I try to be independent. I work too. Keeping myself accountable for what I do every day.
Right.
So like keeping my schedule and keeping my diet and everything. I'm trying just to be like healthy.
Right.
I think that's a responsible you're responsible for yourself.
When I said world class, what came up for you?
I think what came up for me was thinking about like a quality of something. So if something's world class, then it has like a quality that can be seen from anybody on the globe, right? Like when you see somebody at the Olympics, for example, that's like a world class athlete, right? Because that's somebody who does it on a scale that we can all watch. Now, I don't know anything about gymnastics, but when I watch the gymnasts, I'm like, that's highly impressive.
Every day I look at myself in the mirror and be like, you can be whatever you want to be.
Come on, girl.
Yeah.
You say that every morning to yourself.
Yeah, in the mirror.
Who taught you
And
to
you
do
is
that?
the most beautiful person.
Who taught you to do that?
My mom.
Really?
Yeah.
And how has that shifted you, changed you?
I was having a hard time when I had my first child. So my mom, like I was feeling down most of the time. So my mom was like, we ain't finna do that. You finna wake up in the morning and look yourself in the mirror and remind yourself you can be whatever you want and you is the most beautiful person in the world.
Your mama is something. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Who taught you to do this thing?
My dad.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, so I'm an international student,
Okay.
and he always taught me that from when I was little to be independent.
Right.
Like you're the boss of your life. You need to do things for yourself.
Where are you here from?
Colombia.
Colombia. So was he a world-class dad?
Yes.
We should get him a mug, right? Get him a mug that says world-class dad.
Yeah.
And like I think that's something that my parents did really well for me and my siblings was to show us that like the world is bigger than the small town that we grew up. I grew up in a town of 9,000, but the world is much bigger than
Kentucky.
that, right? Yeah. And so like the world is much bigger than that, and the realization of that and sort of like not just like going beyond tolerance but acceptance and realizing that if we all strive to be better together, then we'll get there. And the way you do that is by opening up your world, doing new experiences that you wouldn't normally have done,
that.
and therefore like engaging with new people that you wouldn't have normally met. If you never leave your small town, you're always going to have a small mind, I think. So that's why I like traveling internationally, doing stuff like that. Yeah.
What do you want to be? What do you want to do?
I want to be a software engineer.
Okay.
I want to travel the world
Okay.
and I don't know, meet new people and also like have the best life I can have, I guess.
That's incredible. You and me both.
No
hey,
problem.
Mom, wherever you are, Mom, you did a great job. This is an amazing lady
Yes,
right
you
here.
did, and I love you.
Really cool. Lane, you're awesome. What are you studying? What are you going to do?
I'm studying integrated strategic communications, and I'm going to work for Ralph Lauren.
I'm going to work for Ralph Lauren. This is a man with vision. Let's go, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you
This
very
is
much, Heather.
incredible.
You have a great day.
When you think of a person, like if I said, who would you say out there in the world is a world-class individual? Who pops up for you?
Let me think. I don't know. I can't think of anyone.
You're supposed to say Glenn Lundy. She said Glenn Lundy. I know
did
you guys
say
didn't
that.
hear it, but that's what she was.
That's
she
what I
just,
meant.
Yeah, that's what she meant, right? That's what she meant. April, thank you so much for taking
Yeah, of
some
course.
time with us
Thank
today.
you.
We're glad that you're here. I hope you meet
Yeah,
lots
I'm
of people.
excited. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Take care.
Thank you, you too.
All right. So when I think about world class, I think about this guy right here, Kobe Bryant. Me and this guy were teenagers at the same time, graduated high school at the same time, and no, I did not get the opportunity to ever meet him. But yet the way that he lived his life, he was able to inspire me and still does to this day. And to me, that's what world class really means. Showing up all the time, being authentic. People know what to expect out of you. And what I really loved about Kobe,
You know what's world class?
the Raiders are definitely not world class. They are the opposite of world class.
Dude, I thought this was your team. What's going on?
They're my team, but I am a victim of the Raiders. I became a fan when I was young, and I'm stuck. But they are the opposite of world class.
It sounds like a hater to me. You can't be loving on the team and then trash them in the second way you do it.
Well, actually, you know what? That's kind of what ends up happening. A lot of times we get attached to something that's not world class. We keep it in our lives, even when it's not serving us. That's exactly what we do with
Well,
these
that don't
Raiders.
sound no fun.
It's not.
Tell
the
me
way-
why they're not world class. Look at this.
The
I've never
Raiders-
worn a helmet, y'all. This is fun.
They're not world class for multiple reasons. One, they have no loyalty to their players whatsoever. They have no no standards of excellence whatsoever. I mean, just look at the records. The guys don't win. World-class people win.
Why are you a fan?
Because I've been a fan for 40-something years, and a lot of people have bought me nice gifts, like these helmets and signed footballs. And if I were to change teams, because I'm making excuses for myself.
That's pretty much it. He said, if we wanted to turn it around and said, okay, I'm not world class, but I'm going to turn this team around, what would you do?
We'd start modeling actual world class, people that take accountability for their mistakes, show up every day, get better all of the time. We'd model them versus modeling these yahoos.
Listen, Paul.
So life, right? This profound journey of perspective. Seeking to understand who I am without firsthand knowledge of whose I am, which is ultimately a descendant, a child of God. But what does that really mean? Like, what am I capable of, and why does that even matter? Listen, as we explore this idea of world class, my hope is that we explore it through not expectations, but explore it through questions. Like, what's true? You see, I can't speak for you, but like I said a moment ago, here's what is true for me right now. I no longer trust anything I think I know. I know that sounds crazy, but I no longer trust anything I think I know. Instead, I will simply seek the truth through experience and build something that I believe to be world class. People look at me a little bit crazy. We actually had a dinner, Heather and I had a dinner with a group from Beaver Toyota in Atlanta, Georgia, and we went around the table and they said, what's one thing you want to get rid of in your life? And when it came to me, I said, one thing I want to get rid of is truth. And everybody kind of looked at me like I'm crazy. What do you mean you want to get rid of the truth? What are the things in your life that you believe to be true? Not because you experienced them, but because someone or something caused you to believe that. I think back to my kindergarten teacher that told me that if I put salt on my food, I would die. And how for 30 years, I never put salt on anything. I believed that to be true. What are the things that you believe to be true because somebody told you that was the truth? That's what we're going to explore this week. It's like, what is world class? Heather and I had that conversation, and you'll see it throughout the week. It's like, what is world class? Well, her perspective of world class is different than my perspective of world class. So which is true? Are either true, or does it even matter? Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited to be back. I'm going to go head over to Clubhouse. We have a room called Breakfast with Champions. And after the show, I like to hang out in there for about half hour, and we just discuss and so on and so forth. And so I'm going to hop over there. If you're watching this on replay, the Breakfast with Champions room is open until noon Eastern time. If you're watching this on YouTube or listening to the podcast, obviously you can go check that out depending on what time you're listening. But if you're watching or listening outside of that time, then we'll be back here at 5:30 a.m. and we'll do this all over again. But until then, and in between then, I'm going to fix that audio echo because it's driving me nuts. But have an amazing day. And as you go through the day today, and hopefully you'll come back tomorrow, I want you to start thinking about that question. What do you believe to be true? Not because you've experienced it, but because someone told you that was the truth. It's a powerful question and takes us right into what it means to be world.
here with my friend April